And so we have come to the second game of a doubleheader. Dodgers winning big in the first game of the doubleheader, 8-2. And now Ohtani about ready to get in there for to face Yarbrough, the starting pitcher for the Yankees. And here we go. Back to live action, and we're off and running as the first pitch on the way to Ohtani is taken for called strike one. One strike, no balls. Ohtani comes in hitting .289. Dodgers winning 8-2 in the first game, trying to sweep the Yankees in the doubleheader and in the series. There's a high fly ball hit out to Dominguez in right field. He's there. He's got it. So it was a bright sun earlier in the first game. 3 balls were lost in that sun. Schumann lost one in right field. Pages lost one in center field. And McCann, the third baseman, lost one at third base. So 3 balls lost in the sun. Something you really don't even hardly see once, let alone 3 times in a game. Anyways, Pages now hops in. Behind to the plate, steps in. The pitch is taken for called strike one. Andy Pages, this season hitting .270, 17 home runs, 66 ribbies. Waiting in. And the pitch is low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shohei Ohtani, on base percentage, 5th in the National League. Starting ERA is 2nd. Incredible player. To be 5th as a hitter and 2nd as a pitcher, are you kidding me? That's one of the best that baseball has ever seen. Pages waiting in. Pitch swung on and missed for 2-2. Shohei looks as though he's well on his way to winning yet another MVP, but there's still half a season to go. Barring any injury or any catastrophic change in the tide, Ohtani should win it. The 2-2 pitch on the way from Yarbrough is taken low, and they're going to call it a strike. And Pages wants to challenge that right off the bat, and it is a strike, and the Dodgers lose a challenge right off in the second batter in the first inning. Can you believe that? You got to hold on to those challenges. Dave Roberts shaking his head in disgust, in disbelief. You got to save those for the high-level situations when the game is really on the line. You can't go blowing them in the first inning. So Freddie Freeman's in there now with 2 outs. Freeman waits in, lefty on lefty action, swung on and missed. Second pitch is taken for called strike 2. Yarbrough waiting in. And the pitch on the way. So 2 strikes on Freeman. 2 outs. We're in the first inning. Just the start of things here in Yankee Stadium. Pitch is a ground ball. Nicely played by Chisholm. Throws. Got him at first base. What a play by Chisholm. Hanging tough. Throwing on a leap. And getting it ahead of Freddie Freeman to first base. So as we go into the bottom of the first inning, Dodgers 0, Yankees coming up. The Yanks will be sending up Grissom, Rice, and Goldschmidt. Grissom hit a towering shot out of here in the game one, breaking up Ohtani's shutout, perfect game, and no hitter, all in one swing. But that was pretty much all of the action that the Yankees got. They later scored another run later, but it was well in the Dodgers' hands all the way, winning it 8-2 in the first game. But this is the second game, and Grissom comes in to lead off, followed by Rice and then Goldschmidt. It's a bullpen game for both teams. Yarborough led off for the Yanks, was able to get the Dodgers out in order. And for the Dodgers, it'll be Klein that'll be pitching to start this game and facing Grissom. Dodgers trying to sweep the Yankees twice. Sweep them in the series and sweep them in the doubleheader. It's all hinging on today's game right now. Dodgers winning on Friday night, winning earlier this afternoon, and now going after this sweep in this game here. Dodgers won out in order in the first inning, and it'll be Will Klein facing Grissom very shortly. Pitch is on the way and taken for called strike one. Swung on and a high fly ball out there waiting for it, and coming up is Rojas playing second base, makes the catch in shallow right field for out number one for the Yankees. Now coming up is Ben Rice. Ben Rice had a nice double off of the wall in the first game of this doubleheader, and pretty much was kept in check after that. He was the first baseman in game one. He's the DH in game two. Pitch on the way from Klein is taken low for ball one. Yarborough with a 4.14 ERA. Thank you very much, D-Rock, in the chat. The pitch is taken low for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Ben Rice, hitting .282, 29 homers. And the pitch from Klein swung on and missed. That one's out of the strike zone, helping out Klein a little bit there. Second game of the doubleheader. Dodgers winning the first one 8-2. Trying to go for the sweep right now. Pitch on the way by Klein is taken for called strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. It is a bullpen game for both teams. Yarborough got the Dodgers out in order in the first. Klein's pitch on the way is our ground ball hit down sharply to Rojas at second. Throws on over to Freddie Freeman in plenty of time to get Ben Rice at first. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt's back at first base. He played first on Friday, took the first game of the doubleheader off, and now he's back out there at first base again for this game. The pitch on the way from Klein is right down the middle for strike 1. A sweeper. Klein working quickly. There's a line drive shot. It's going to hit just fair in right field. Rounding first is Goldschmidt. He'll make it to second, standing up as Tucker throws the ball in. And the Yanks get a 2-out double by Goldschmidt. So with 2 outs, Bellinger now comes up to the plate. The pitch is taken low and inside for ball 1 by Klein. 2 outs in the first. Cody Bellinger hitting .254, 11 home runs and 51 ribbies, standing up there. The All-Star MVP swung on and missed. Bellinger trying to put the Yanks out in front 2-0 with that swing. Count is 1-1. Bellinger, one of 6 players all-time to be named All-Star for both Yankees and the Dodgers. Randolph, Johnson, Sachs, Martin, and Sheffield were the others. There's a ground ball hit, base hit into center field. Rounding's third, coming to score easily is Goldschmidt, and the Dodgers trail 1-0 as the Yankees draw first blood. So a shot by Bellinger into center field brings home Goldschmidt, who got that double, and just like that, the Yankees have the lead in this series. In this game. 1-0 Yanks lead. 1 on Bellinger with that base hit, bringing in Goldschmidt. The first pitch on the way to Dominguez is taken for a strike. Pitch on the way is a ball. Working quickly. Pitch is fouled away to Dominguez. So 2 outs, 1 on. Yanks scored already on that base hit by Bellinger, driving home Goldschmidt. Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. This is the first inning. Pitch is swung on and fouled away by Dominguez. Klein back up on the mound. Working quickly. There's a ground ball shot, base hit into right field, picked up by Tucker, and the Yankees continue their little hit parade here late with 2 outs as Dominguez is aboard. So now we got 2 on and 2 outs. Bellinger had to do a leap to get out of that ball as it raced past him into right field. So Yankees still trying to make noise with 2 outs. Up comes Chisholm. Chisholm, the hustling, fast second baseman out of Nassau, Bahamas, swinging in from the left-hand side of the plate. Klein looks down. The pitch on the way is to take it inside for ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate, hitting .223, 13 home runs, 37 RBIs. The pitch is taken low and inside. Two balls, no strikes to Chisholm. The pitch right down the middle of the plate for a strike, a slider. And it's now 2-1. Velope waiting on deck for the Yanks. And the pitch by Klein is fouled away by Chisholm. Count is 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Yankees drawing first blood in this game with a double by Goldschmidt, and Bellinger brought him in with a base hit. Now the ump's going to come out from behind the plate and call timeout. Klein ready and delivers. It's in the dirt. They're going to look over to third base. They're going to say no swing. Chisholm giving a half swing there, but not quite going all the way around. Alfonso's behind the plate for the Dodgers. Rushing played game 1. Alfonso's out there in game 2 of this doubleheader. So the count is now 3 balls, 2 strikes to Chisholm. 2 outs. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing, 2 on. Klein looking down to Alfonso, gets the sign, delivers, swung on and fouled down the first baseline. As Chisholm breaks his bat, gets another one from the dugout, and he'll be back up to the plate in a few seconds here. After this game, Dodgers head on over to Philadelphia to take on the Phillies for 3 games Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They have Thursday off, and then they come back to New York to take on the Mets on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, back to live action. Klein on the mound. The 3-2 pitch to Chisholm, swung on and missed, and down he goes. Okay, so he broke his bat on the previous pitch and swings and gets nothing but air on this pitch. And down go the Yankees, but not before they score 1 run on 3 hits and take the lead. Yankees 1 after 1 complete inning. Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. And the Dodgers, who went out in order in the first, will now bring up Betts, Tucker, and Rojas. Yeah, you could be right on that, D-Rock. Klein throwing batting practice. I think he's only pitching this 1 inning. The way that it was looked and labeled, it would be that Klein would be pitching the first inning, and then they'd have, it is a bullpen game. And trying to see who they had listed as the pitcher coming in to pick up after him. Let's see if Yarborough goes out there. Looks like he is going to go out there for the Yankees for the 2nd inning. It's a bullpen game for both teams. Hopefully that's enough of Klein. Let's see who they... Well, at least the Dodgers had a well-rested bullpen. They had yesterday off. Didn't use anybody in the first game. So at least they didn't get worn out, wearing out the bullpen. So Ryan Yarborough's out there yet again for his 2nd inning of work. Had 1 strikeout, no walks. So Yarborough up there, ready to go, facing Mookie Betts. And the pitch on the way is taken for called strike 1 with a fastball. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. We're in the 2nd inning. Mookie up there. As an 0-1 count, the pitch swung on. There's a high fly ball. In comes Dominguez and right to make the catch. So 1 out for the Dodgers. And up comes Miguel Rojas. Check that. It'll be Tucker. Rojas on deck. Kyle Tucker, first ball swinging there to the third baseman. Caballero will make the catch for out number 2. So now with 2 outs, up comes Rojas to the plate. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. Dodgers look like they're in a hurry to get out of here and pack their bags and go to Philly. First ball swinging. Not showing much discipline, waiting on pitches thus yet in this early part of the game. Let's see if they straighten out. Here's Rojas to the plate. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. Miguel Rojas hitting .290, 3 home runs, 17 ribbies, a .756 on base percentage. Waiting in. 2 outs in the second inning. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. Yarborough looks in. The 0-1 pitch is taken for ball 1. One ball. 1 strike. Rojas waiting in. Swung on and missed. And D-Rock's already counting, packing up himself, saying it's okay, we won 2. Right behind the Dodgers with 62 wins, the Milwaukee Brewers, they just got their 62nd win. Dodgers got their 63rd win earlier in the day. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball. There at the first baseman's right there, Goldschmidt. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it for the Dodgers quietly in the second inning. The score after 1.5 innings in New York, Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. So for the Yankees coming up in the second inning, it'll be Velope, Wells, and Caballero. Caballero had the first game off. In the Friday's game, he played shortstop, so they got him at third base now. Give him McMahon a rest. And let's see, will it be Will Klein going out there? And no, it's not. That's what I thought. So only 1 inning of Klein throwing batting practice, as D-Rock said. And it'll be Kyle Hurt coming in now to pitch. Hurt will face Velope. Wells and Caballero, and if anybody gets on, top of the order in Grissom. So it looks like Hurt is just about ready with his warm-up pitches to face Velope. Anthony Velope. Let's get to know Velope. 25-year-old, 5'10", 197-pounder out of New York. So he's right here, born and raised a Yankee for life, and he's living the dream, playing shortstop for him right now. He'll be facing Hurt. Let's get to know Hurt. Where's Hurt from? Okay, so Hurt ready, and the pitch on the way is taken high for ball one to Velope. A fastball just missing. Pitch on the way is taken for strike one, so 1-1 count. Anthony Velope hitting .246, 1 home run, 13 ribbies. This series, he's 1 for 3 with 1 RBI. The pitch is swung on and a high fly ball. Freddie Freeman moving on over in foul territory near first base, makes the catch for out number 1. So with 1 out, up comes Wells, the catcher. Pitches, ground ball hits sharply down to Rojas, fields it, throws over to Freeman in time for out number 2. A 4-3 put out. And now we go to the top of the order. In Grissom, no, Caballero, actually. There we go. I knew they were hitting 7, 8, and 9 hitters. So Caballero now comes in. Grissom waiting on deck. One nothing Yankees lead. Got their 1 run in the first off of Will Klein. The first pitch on the way to Caballero is high for ball 1. They called it a strike. They're going to challenge it. Let's see what ABS says. And they overturn it. It is a ball. So Yankees showing no shyness going after those challenges early. Dodgers already lost a challenge by Andy Pages in their first inning. Dodgers got to ride it out with 1 challenge left the rest of the game. So Jose Caballero hitting .246, 10 home runs, 35 ribbies, 0 for 4 this series. He played on Friday. First pitch is high by Hurt for ball 2. Hello and welcome into the chat. Game number 2 of a doubleheader. The pitch is taken low for ball 3. So Kyle Hurt got the first 2 men out he faced, and now he's struggling here with Caballero. The pitch whisked a little outside for ball 4, and he's walked him, and up comes Grissom with a man aboard. This is the thing. It may be a bullpen game, but that doesn't mean you need to be sloppy walking guys that you should go after. And up come Grissom facing Hurt. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. We're in the second inning. Yankees leading 1-0. They got that 1 run in the first inning. Here in the second inning, they have another man on. Just got walked right now. 2 outs in the second. Pitch. They're going to throw over to first. Chase back Grissom. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. Second inning, 2 outs. The pitch. There's a high fly ball. There's Rojas at second base, creeping over towards first. He's got it for out number 3, and that'll do it for the Yanks. Okay, so Kyle Hurt settles in, gets the Yankees out in order, and the Yankees are done in the second. The score after 2 complete. Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. And the Dodgers will have Hernandez, Muncy, and Alfonso coming up here in the top of the third. So fast-moving game. They're moving quickly here. Looks like both teams want to get out of town. Dodgers will be, like I said, going to Philly for 3 games. Dodgers going to Philadelphia for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's games. Meanwhile, the Yankees will stay right here at Yankee Stadium and host the Pirates for 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So it's not like the Yankees got to catch a flight. They're out there first ball swinging, keeping this game moving quickly. And it'll be Yarborough going out there for his 3rd inning of work. So the manager for the Yanks says, okay, you did well in your first 2 innings. Let her ride. Let's go for it. Plus, he did go a little bit deep in his bullpen in this earlier game. Used 4 pitchers, so if he can get more out of Yarborough, then more power to him. Hernandez will be coming up. Dodgers trail 1-0 to the Yankees as we move into the top of the 3rd inning. The pitch on the way to Hernandez is taken for called strike 1. Check that, a ball 1. Teoscar Hernandez hitting .244, 8 home runs, 36 ribbies. This series, he's 2 for 7 with 1 RBI. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. We're in the 3rd inning. Yankees trying to salvage 1 of the 3 games, dropping the game on Friday and the one earlier today. There's a foul pitch fouled off back up into the stands. One ball, 2 strikes to Hernandez. The pitch on the way is high for ball 2. So the count is now 2-2 to Hernandez. No outs, just the start of the 3rd inning. Dodgers trailing 1-0, and Yarborough has pitched really well thus far. Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Waiting on deck is Max Muncy. Pitch swung on and fouled away. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled away again. So Hernandez is making Yarborough work. He's now thrown 24 pitches. Yarborough's pitch on the way is swung on and fouled away again. Doesn't look like there's any action in the bullpen thus far for the Yankees. And they'll try it again. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Hernandez. Just a little outside for ball 3. So we got a full count now. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. Yankees got their 1 run in the first inning. Pitch is swung on in a high fly ball. Hernandez not happy with himself. Chisholm backs up at the shallow part of center field to make the catch. And there's now 1 out in the 3rd inning. And up comes Max Muncy. You're right, D-Rock. They did use a lot of their pitchers in the last game, which is probably one reason why they're going to try to see how much life they can squeeze out of Yarborough. As he's pitched well, he's got the Dodgers out in order so far in this game. Here's a pitch swung on and fouled away by Muncy. Yarborough's now thrown 30 pitches. Max Muncy making his presence known in the first game on Friday with that 2-run shot off of Cole. That turned out to be the difference in the winning part for the Dodgers, winning it 2-1. Muncy played a big part in the game this morning, earlier, and now he's up there again in this second game of the doubleheader, trying to hurt the Yanks. There's a pitch swung on and fouled back. So the great ones you can only hope to contain for so long, but you know what? They're going to somehow rise to the top and make their presence known in a big way, and Max Muncy has done just that in this series. He started the big hit parade when the Dodgers got 5 runs in that 8th inning in Game 1. One out, 3rd inning, Dodgers trailing the Yankees 1-0. But it's early. A whole lot of baseball still to be played. The 2-2 pitch swung on, and there's a high fly ball. Dominguez coming in right field to make the catch, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers now with 2 outs. Up comes Alfonso, hitting for, playing today for rushing, at least in this second game, giving Dalton Rushing a break. It's very difficult to catch one game, let alone do 2 back-to-back in doubleheader situations. So Alfonso gets the call. No hits in 9 at-bats, no home runs, no RBIs. Checking in from the right-hand side, looking for hit number 1. Ohtani waiting on deck. The pitch. Swung on, and there you have it. Base hit number 1, lined into center field, picked up by Grissom, and Alfonso's on with his first base hit of the season as he holds his hands high in the air, does the little Freddie Freeman dance at first base. So Alfonso, his first career Major League base hit, has to take a lot of load off of that with his people in Venezuela suffering that massive earthquake, and he's in here trying to play ball and keep his mind here on the game, but his heart is in Venezuela. So he's aboard with his first Major League base hit, and they save that ball for him. Pitch on the way to Ohtani's taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the 3rd inning, 2 outs. Alfonso just got his first Major League hit. The pitch is taken outside for ball 2. So Yarborough has to deal now with a man on first. Ohtani to the plate. He's pitch swung on. There's a little nubbler down to the 3rd base, and he's not even going to try to make a throw as Ohtani beats it out, and now there's 2 men on. As Alfonso goes to second, Ohtani to first. That was interesting. He didn't even try to make a throw as the ball just kind of nubbed its way, and by the time Caballero could pick it up at third, Ohtani was laughing and giggling on his way to third base. So with 2 on, 2 outs, we're in the 3rd inning. Dodgers now have a man in scoring position, and they're going to come and yank Yarborough right now. So they went with him as long as they could, and sooner or later the glass slipper wore down, clock struck midnight, and Yarborough is taken out of the game. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. We're involved in a pitching change now, and they'll now bring out Blackburn. Coming on, the right-hand pitcher. Let's get to know Blackburn. Where's he from? Paul Blackburn, 32-year-old right-hander, 6'1", 196-pounder out of Antosh, California. So he will be facing Pages when we're back. Pages struck out in his first at-bat. Dodgers trying to get something started now. It all starts with something little. They got a little line drive base hit into center by Alfonso, and then a number off the end of the bat that was hit to third, and for whatever reason, Caballero couldn't pick that up and throw out Ohtani as he hustled safely to first base on a leg single. And that just like that, there's 2 men on. Yankees 1 run, 3 hits and no errors. Dodgers no runs, 2 hits and no errors. So now we're ready to go. Blackburn on the mound. Pages coming up. So Paul Blackburn in 33 games. Looks like on the screen that you're seeing, like Pages is out talking to Blackburn. That's not the case. That's actually the catcher. So for whatever reason, the Major League Baseball app shows that it looked like Pages is approaching and having a few words with Blackburn. That's not the case. Just a little glitch in the system. And now it looks like Blackburn's got a glove and he's batting. Sometimes it goes a little haywire. It'll straighten itself out here in a moment. And it does just that. Pages now up to the plate. Back to live action and ready to go. 2 on, 2 outs. A pitch is taken low for ball 1. And Wells is going to challenge this, and he's going to win it. So that was called initially a ball. Wells, the catcher, said, no, let us do a challenge. So they win that. Pages challenged right away on his first inning at bat, and he wound up striking out, and the Dodgers lost a challenge. There's a pitch taken in the dirt for ball 1. 2 on, 3rd inning, 2 outs. Blackburn is now on the mound. Pages hitting .340. Here we go. Wading in. Blackburn's 3rd pitch. Swung on, and Pages hits a high fly ball out there in left field, waiting for it easily as Bellinger for the catch, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 3rd inning. So they get a couple of hits, all for naught, and they're gone in the 3rd. The score after 2.5 in New York, the Dodgers trail the Yankees 1-0. And up for the Yankees will come Ben Rice, Paul Goldschmidt, and Cody Bellinger. Those will be the first 3 hitters for the Yanks. And if anybody gets on, Cody Bellinger will be coming up. So we're about ready for Kyle Hurt going out there again to pitch his second inning of work, facing Ben Rice, the designated hitter. Dodgers winning on Friday night, then winning earlier in the game one, and now find themselves trailing in game two of this doubleheader. Dodgers already won the series. D-Rock said it earlier. He's happy with the 2 wins. We'll take it, and he's ready to pack up and go to Philly. Dodgers still battling, trying to sweep the Yankees. Kyle Hurt facing Ben Rice. Rice had a nice double in the first game. Comes in with 29 home runs. Dodgers have been fortunate. He hasn't tagged them yet in the first 2 games. Once again, after this game, Dodgers will leave, pack up, go to Philly, take the Phillies on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Yankees will stay right here and host the Pirates Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's a swing and a miss by Rice for strike 1. Ben Rice, known by fans as Uncle Ben, even though in reality he isn't really an uncle. Here's a pitch on the way. It's taken low in the dirt for a ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. Rice grounded out in the first. This season hitting .280, 29 home runs, as I said, with 68 ribbies. Handle with care when Ben Rice is to the plate. The pitch is taken for called strike 2. Ben Rice trying to fill the big shoes in the void, being a power hitter with Aaron Judge not around. No word on when he'll be back. But the pitch on the way, swung on. There's a high fly ball. Moving back is Pages to the warning track, to the wall. Makes the catch, going away. What a nice catch by Pages. Running, hopped on his horse and made it. Earlier in game 1, he lost a ball in the sun, hit him off the forearm, and led to a Yankee run. But here it was all Pages with no sun to battle and plenty of real estate to corral it in. So with 1 out in the 3rd inning, up comes Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt playing first base in this game. He was first baseman on Friday, took the first game off of the doubleheader, and he's back out there today in the nightcap. So 1 ball, no strikes to Goldschmidt. The pitch is just a little outside for ball 2. 3rd inning, 1 out, Yankees leading 1-0. Hurt working quickly. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. Paul Goldschmidt 1 for 1 with a double in the first and scored a run. This season with hitting .258, 15 home runs. Hurt working quickly with a fastball, strike 2. Count is now 2-2. So Goldschmidt got on, Bellinger drove him home, and that's where we're at now. 1-0. Swing and a miss, and Kyle Hurt blows down Paul Goldschmidt with a strikeout. And now there's 2 outs in the 3rd. Fast-moving game here in the 2nd game. We're not even an hour old, and we're all 1 out away from being into the 4th inning. The pitch taken low for ball 1. Cody Bellinger getting that single, driving home Goldschmidt in that 1st inning. That's how the Yanks jumped out to that lead 1-0, where we're at right now. So 1 ball, no strikes to Bellinger. Pitch swung on and missed. Bellinger going for it on that one. And it's now 1-1. I kind of get the feeling both teams just want to really take their rips and get on out of here. Let's see. The pitch is taken outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hurt looking down from Alfonso, getting the sign. 2 outs in the third. Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. Swung on and missed by Bellinger for strike 2. So Bellinger's not getting cheated with his swings. He is really ripping it. He's playing with house money. He's the all-star MVP. He's going for it now in the second half of the season. The pitch on the way from Hurt is low for ball 3. So with a full count, 2 outs, we're in the third inning. Bellinger waiting in. On deck for the Yanks is Dominguez. The pitch is swung on and fouled down the first baseline. Three balls, 2 strikes to Bellinger. 2 outs in the third. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. Hurt working very quickly. Now the ump's going to come out from behind the plate and slow things up a bit. And the 3-2 pitch. High, very high. Ball 4, and Bellinger's aboard with a walk. And up comes Dominguez. Dominguez was the DH in the first game, and now he's back out there in right field as he was for the game on Friday night. The pitch on the way to Dominguez, backhand, nice backhanded catch there by Alfonso to save that from going to the backstop. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Dominguez. 2 outs in the third, 1 on. Bellinger just got walked. Kyle Hurt working quickly. The pitch swung on. There's a little nubber caught by Mookie Betts in shallow center field for out number 3, and that'll do it for the Yanks in the third. The score as we move to the 4th inning. Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. I'll be back after this very short timeout. Okay, as we get ready, Blackburn's going out there for yet another inning of work for the Yanks. And leading 1-0, he'll be facing Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and Kyle Tucker. And if anybody gets on, Miguel Rojas. He'll always be known in Los Angeles as the hero Miguel Rojas, forever being immortalized as a legend in that game against Toronto, helping them win that World Series. But now, back to live action with Blackburn on the mound. Blackburn now on the mound and ready to go, facing Freddie Freeman. The pitch on the way is taken low for ball one. One ball, no strikes to Freeman. The pitch just a little outside, missing with a changeup for ball two. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. We're in the fourth inning. The game is not even an hour old, and we're already in the fourth. Freddie Freeman, 0 for 1, grounded out in the first. Waiting in right now against Blackburn. And the 2-0 pitch, there's a shot foul down the first baseline. Two balls, one strike to Freddie Freeman. The 2-1 pitch outside for ball three. Mookie Betts on deck, and Blackburn definitely doesn't want to walk the leadoff hitter and put the tying run on base. Let's see what he's going to do. The pitch on the way. He does just that, outside for ball four, and Freddie Freeman takes his base, and up comes Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts coming up, 0 for 1 with a flyout in the second inning. This season hitting .229, 11 home runs, 31 ribbies. The pitch is taken for called strike one. Mookie started the season a little late, had injuries and trying to get back on track. Had his average go up. He was about hitting 189 at one point. Now he's up there about 230. He got up to almost about 240. The pitch is swung on and fouled away. Mookie hitting .229. He got up to about 240 earlier in the year. Now the count is 0-2 to Mookie as the sun slowly starts to sink in sunset time into the west here in New York. And the pitch is way inside for ball one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freddie Freeman on first. We're in the fourth inning. Yankees leading 1-0. Pitch swung on. There's a line shot to center field. Moving over slowly to get it is Grissom in center. He'll make the catch and fire it in and keep Freddie Freeman at first. They're going to throw over the first. He's there. So now there's 1 out in the fourth. And up comes Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker had a nice base hit in the first game, driving home a run. Let's see if he can keep it going here in this game 2 of this doubleheader. Pitch is taken outside for ball one. Kyle Tucker, 0 for 1, pop out in the second. This season hitting .243, 7 home runs. The pitch, way high and outside for ball two. Blackburn's thrown 14 pitches, ready for his 15th pitch right now. There's a ground ball. Taylor made double play. Goes from Chisholm over to the short. Velope back to first to Goldschmidt for the double play, and that'll do it. A 4-5-3 double play, and the Yankees are out of that little threat there in the fourth inning. So after 3.5, the score, Dodgers trail the Yankees 1-0. And Chisholm, who started that double play with a nice toss over to Vlope, will be leading off facing Henriquez. So we get the hard-throwing Henriquez now coming in. Okay, so here we go. It's going to start to get interesting. Henriquez comes in here throwing 101, 102 miles an hour regularly on pitches. And he's going to be facing the fast rabbit at the plate in Jazz Chisholm. So Enriquez out of Venezuela, 6'4", 200-pounder from Venezuela, will be taking on the fast-moving Jazz Chisholm out of the Bahamas. Should be good. Should be a good matchup. Look at the what the app has it doing. It has the umpire taking warm-up pitches to the other umpire. Like I said, sometimes this thing kind of does some little screwy things every now and then. Major League Baseball, it's a nice app 95% of the time, and then the other 5% you get kind of screwy things like this where the umpire's throwing warm-up pitches out there. Anyway, with the Yankees leading 1-0, Enriquez will be facing Chisholm. After the umpire has his warm-up pitches, we'll be ready for live action here. And there's supposed to be Enriquez. It was a Yankee pitcher. It'll get squared away momentarily here. Still has the Yankees out there. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. As we move into the bottom of the fourth inning. Okay, now we got the Major League Baseball app ready to go. Henriquez to the plate, facing left-hand hitting Chisholm. And the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Throwing smoke right away comes Enriquez. No balls, one strike. Next pitch is swung on and fouled away, and that's 0-2. So Enriquez is all business. First two pitches right out of the box, strikes. Jazz Chisholm 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first inning. Let's see if Enriquez will come up with those 100-mile-an-hour fastball and blow out Chisholm right here. Go after him. Pitch on the way. Swung on. No, caught looking. He didn't swing. Caught looking for strike 3, and down goes Chisholm. So 1 out for the Yanks in the fourth inning. And up comes Vlope. Vlope waiting in, 0 for 1 on his first plate appearance. The pitch is taken outside for ball 1. Vlope fouled out in the second inning. This season hitting .246. The New Yorker, kid born and raised in New York City, living the dream, playing for the Yankees at shortstop. Pitch is low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Let's see if Henriquez comes back and challenges him with one of those 103-mile-an-hour fastball specials right now. He does, but he misses. It was a sinker, 102 miles an hour, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Three balls, no strikes, 1 out, fourth inning. Yankees leading 1-0. This pitch is way out of the strike zone. And Vlope is aboard with 4 balls. Pitch is taken for a strike. Austin Wells, 0 for 1, ground out in the second. The pitch taken for what? Ball. Looked like it was a strike, but they're going to let him slide there. So it'll be a 1-1 count. 1 out, 4th inning. Velope away from first, having walked on 4 pitches. And they throw over there to first. He's back diving. Let's see if the Yanks will hit into a double play right about now. This is just what got to return the favor. The Dodgers hit into a double play. Let's see if the Yankees hit into a double play. Pitch is low. One out, 3-2 the count. Check that, 2-1. Pitch is low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Waiting on deck for the Yanks. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 2. So now the count is full. Caballero waiting on deck. Wells trying to get something started here. 1 man on. 1 out. 3-2 the count. Velope already walked. Let's see if Wells can squeeze out a walk. And he does just that. So now Henriquez, well, he has his advantages for throwing that fastball to blow you out at any time. Has also the other tendency to give up walks as he's done back-to-back. And out comes Mark Price, the pitching coach, to have a few words with him. He struck out Jazz Chisholm on 3 pitches, and now he's gotten a little sloppy walking the last 2 guys in Velope and in Wells. And Caballero will soon be coming to the plate. Yankees lead 1-0. We're in the 4th inning. Yankees got that 1 run in the 1st inning, trying to make it stand up. Very good comment there. You're right on the money, Braxton. You got to get this win. Brewers got their 62nd win earlier in this today. Dodgers have 63 wins, so even if the Dodgers drop this game, they'll still have the edge since Brewers won. It'll still be at 62, but I get your drift. You're right. The best record in the National League will be important and things come down to the stretch. Dodgers, meanwhile, cruising 12-game lead in the National League West. Okay, 2 men on. The pitch on the way is way out, all the way to the backstop, and the runners advance 90 feet. So instead of having him at first and second, you now got him at second and third. And we only have 1 out, so a lot lost on that pass ball right there because now the double play is taken out of play. I think that'll be more like a wild pitch than a pass ball. So with 1 ball, no strikes, whole lot of pressure now being put on Alfonso to make sure that doesn't happen again. There's a pitch taken low for ball 2. They're going to challenge that, it looks like. Alfonso wanting to challenge that, and he's going to be right. It'll be a strike. So it's now 1-1 count. So Had the Dodgers lost that, they'd been out of challenges. Paez used that challenge in the first inning and lost. And here Alfonso's out there in the fourth inning challenging a pitch. Trailing 1-0, runners at second and third, one out in the fourth. The pitch swung on and fouled away. The count is now 1-2. Okay, so Enrique's best bet here, strike out Caballero, make quick work of him, and then you'll have 2 outs and you'll face the top of the order in Grissom. And that's the path to get out of this inning now, since the double play isn't in works. Here's the pitch. There's a little nubber foul along the Dodger dugout. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the fourth inning and 1 out and 2 on. Yankees leading 1-0. So go after him right now, Henriquez. Whip up one of those 103-mile-an-hour sinkers, fastballs, whatever you got in your arsenal, and get them out. Let's see what you're going to do. 1-2 the count. Swung on and fouled away and out of play, it back up into the stands. You're right, Braxton. Going into Philly's not going to be any easy task at all. For the 3-game series, they'll start there tomorrow night, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caballero. 2 men on. Oh, pitch is way out of the strike zone for ball 2. Trying to throw a little bit extra on that fastball, and it rose high. And that's what a tendency happens when you try to get a little extra mustard on it. You tend to sail a little high. And that's where he's at now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Swung on and fouled back again. So Caballero is playing tough to get out here, fouling pitch after pitch off. Enriquez has thrown 20 pitches, getting ready for pitch number 21 right here, right now. The pitch swung on. There's a little line pitch. They're going to throw to the plate, and they got him at the plate. Muncy making a nice running catch, ground ball, threw it on the run to Alfonso to nail him at the plate. Nice job by Muncy with that ball, as he immediately scooped it up at the edge of the grass and just threw it, and moving over from one end to the other, Alfonso tagged him right on the torso before he could get any part of his body on the plate to get him out at the plate. So now we'll have runners on the corners, first and third, as he cuts down the man at the plate. Nicely played by Muncy. And so that'll do it for Henriquez, and they'll go to Jack Dreyer. Timeout with a pitching change right now. Still, Dodgers still aren't out of the neck of the woods here yet. They got runners at first and third for the Yankees. There's 2 outs now in the fourth, and in comes Jack Dreyer. And he'll face Grissom at the top of the order. Grissom 0 for 2 in this game. We're in the fourth, still in the fourth, so the game is now slowed down a bit. It was fast moving for a while there, but this fourth inning has taken a little bit longer of time. 1-0 still. Really nice play by Muncy to go home immediately with that ball to cut down a run at the plate. The Yankees will have the Pirates come in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Still no word for the Yanks when they'll get back Aaron Judge. It's kind of up in the air, just like the Dodgers with Will Smith. When's that going to happen? Dalton Rushing has been a fine fill-in, but again, he's no Will Smith. There's no substitute for having your number one guy in there. And now that Dreyer is taking his warm-up pitches, looks like he's ready to get up in there and face Grissom to the plate. Jack Dreyer, lefty on lefty action, pitches low for ball one. So Dreyer in 39 games has a 2.92 ERA in 40 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, 10 walks. The pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-1. 2 outs in the fourth. Runners at first and third. 1-0 Yankees lead. Jack Dreyer trying to get the Dodgers out of trouble here that Henriquez put him in. They're going to throw over to first, and back is Caballero to first. One and one the count. Pitch is in the dirt. Nicely fielded there by Alfonso, keeping that from going to the backstop. That would have been a disaster. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Grissom. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. We're in the fourth. 2 outs, 2 on. Dreyer again throwing over to first. Bear down, Dreyer. Take care of the man at the plate. The guy at first can't hurt you if you handle business at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. You got to face Grissom. You can't get out of it just throwing over to first. Pitch on the way. There's a ground foul. And the count is now 2-2. There you go. So now, just concentrate on getting the guy at the plate. You got 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs in the fourth. You got a man at third also. And good point, D-Rock. Alfonso is earning his pay tonight. There's a pitch on the way. There's a fly ball foul. Alfonso making a fine save earlier from a ball going to the backstop. He had one go to the backstop. Runners advanced. But that didn't hurt him when Muncy threw out the man at the plate. So one of those other guys that advanced is now at third base. Dryers now still has Grissom at 2-2. 2 outs in the fourth, 2 on. There's a sharp ground ball taken to Freeman to first, and that'll do it. So there you go. Just like that, the Dodgers are out of that little jam that they were in. Score after 4 complete innings in Yankee Stadium. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. But the Dodgers got Rojas, Hernandez, and Muncy coming up. So Alfonso is earning his pay. We'll see if we see Dalton Rushing at all in this game. See how this develops. Not that Alfonso is doing anything wrong, just to see the energy level that goes. So who will the Yankees send out there now for their pitcher? No word yet. Will Blackburn go out there and face Rojas? It's yet to be seen. He had a bit of a tough go at it, but he did get out of the fourth inning, threw quite a few pitches. Actually only threw 15. And it will be Blackburn. So if you're banking on that whopper, actually you already got the whopper. If you missed out on game one, Yamamoto got 7 strikeouts, so that promotion is in play. Got the Jumbo Jack, free Jumbo Jack tomorrow. Buy your large drink at Jack in the Box, participating Jack in the Boxes, and you get that free Jumbo Jack. So the 7 strikeout things wouldn't help anyways in this game since you already got it coming. Meanwhile, back to live action here. Yankees leading 1-0 over the Dodgers, and we move into the 5th inning. Blackburn's just about done with his warm-up pitches. Blackburn's pitch on the way to Rojas is taken for strike 1. We're in the 5th inning. Dodgers trailing 1-0. There's a ball that gets all the way past Wells and all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike to Miguel Rojas. He popped out in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. The pitch swung on, and there's a little fall just beyond the second baseman and the center fielder out there, Chisholm and Grissom, and Miguel Rojas is aboard with a little bloop single into shallow center field. So with 1 on, up comes Max Muncy. The tying run is aboard. Yamamoto in that game 1 went the complete game, his first in regular season, his 3rd complete game in the majors. So he went the distance and did it. There's a ground ball hit sharply down. Oh no, tailor-made double play, shortstop, second base, and first base. It goes. So it goes from Blope to Chisholm to Goldsmith. A 5-4-3 double play twin killer Hernandez hits into. And just like that, the little bloop single by Rojas is erased. And there's now 2 outs for the Dodgers in the 5th. And up comes Max Muncy. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Muncy 0 for 1, flied out in the 3rd inning. This season hitting .262, 18 homers. He had a big home run on Friday night's game to be the difference in a 2-1 game against these Yankees. Pitches way outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 5th, 2 outs. Dodgers just got a hit with a double play, wiping out any chance of possibly getting the tying run in. Pitch is swung on and fouled away to Muncy. The count is 1-2. Blackburn's now thrown 22 pitches in his 2 innings of work. There's a pitch low and away for ball 2. It's a 2-2 count. Two outs for the Dodgers in the 5th. And 2-2 the count to Muncy. Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. The pitch is low for ball 3. Count is full now. Three and two. Swung on and missed, and down goes Muncy at the plate, and the Dodgers are done in the 5th inning. The score after 4.5 innings in Yankee Stadium, The Yankees won. The Dodgers nothing. And up for the Yankees comes Rice, Goldschmidt, and Bellinger. So the bottom of the fifth we go. Let's see who the Dodgers are going to send out there in this bullpen of a game. Will they go with Jack Dreyer again? He pitched one batter and got him out. It's been, for the Dodgers, it's been Klein, Hurt, Henriquez, and Dreyer. For the Yankees, it's been Yarborough and Blackburn. So they've only gone with 2. Well, the Dodgers have gone with 4. But it's only 1-0. So you would think, just looking at it at a glance, Dodgers burning through 4 pitchers, Yankees with 2, that the Dodgers were losing this game really badly, but it's only 1-0. But the bats have been quiet for the Dodgers so far through 5 innings. Looks like, yep, Dreyer is going to be out there. So they're going to stick with Jack Dreyer. He's got 1 out to end the 4th inning. And they're going to try their luck with him in the 5th. Once again, after this game, Dodgers pack up and go to Philly for 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They have Thursday off. And then they're back at it back here in New York to take on the Mets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Dodgers earlier in the afternoon got their 63rd win, trying to get their 64th right now, but they're trailing. Right behind them, right behind their heels, is Milwaukee, who got their 62nd win earlier today. So the pitch by Dreyer is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Rice. Handle with care, Ben Rice. 29 home runs. Has yet to unload against the Dodgers. There's a pitch fouled back, and the count is now 1-1. Jack Dreyer's been, Ben Rice has been kept in place, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Let's see if Dreyer can continue that trend. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and there's a base hit lined into center field, picked up by Pages and thrown in, and you got the leadoff guy aboard. Well, at least he kept the ball in the ballpark. Yankees have turned 2 double plays in this game. Dodgers have yet to turn a double play. Now would be a great time to do it. And up comes Goldschmidt to the plate. The pitch swung on and fouled back. It's a 0-1 count. Bellinger waiting on deck. The pitch to Goldschmidt's taken for a strike. It's now 0-2. Judge hasn't played since May 31st, and no word when he'll be back. There's a pitch swung on and lined just past Mookie Betts and into left field, picked up by Hernandez, and just like that, there's 2 on with no outs, and up comes the All-Star MVP in Cody Bellinger. So Jack Dreyer was able to get the first man that he faced, the only man he faced in the 4th inning, but now it's getting a little bit more treacherous. No outs. We're in the 5th inning and 2 on. Let's see how long Roberts will stay with him. The pitch to Bellinger is very high for ball 1. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, no outs. We're in the 5th inning. Yankees leading 1-0. Waiting on deck is Dominguez. Pitch is low. Nice stop by Alfonso. And it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Cody Bellinger, when they win, he hits a home run. He's got 10 wins with his home runs and 1 loss on a home run. So he's a barometer. He's yet to hit a home run in this series, and they've lost both of those games. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike. Two and two the count to Cody Bellinger. There's a ground ball hit sharply down and through into left field for a base hit. Rounding third, and he won't score. And we're in the 5th inning, and bases are loaded and nobody out. And Jack Dreyer has really put the Dodgers in a predicament here. It's only 1-0, but Dreyer hasn't gotten anybody out in this inning. That's why I was surprised Roberts was going to let him come out and pitch to start the 5th. We got his 1 guy out in the 4th, and now here comes Roberts now with a hook to take him out. So now you got Brock Stewart who will come in. He inherits a mess. Bases loaded, nobody out, and up comes Dominguez. And with that, I'll take a little timeout and be right back during this pitching change.
We gather, excitement on fire, Dodgers on the field, hot soaring higher, never lost in the moment, Roma at the game, broadcasting the thrill, it will never be the same, for every home run, we rise and we cheer, Dodgers play on, bringing summer near.
Okay, so if you joined us a little late, not really a whole lot of action. Yankees got their 1 run in the 1st inning and hasn't been much, but right now this game might be blown open for the Yankees as there's bases are loaded. Brock Stewart coming up, inheriting a mess with no outs. We're in the 5th inning, and Dominguez at the plate. So as Brock Stewart finishes up his warm-up tosses, we'll be back to live action and see how he's going to get himself out of this mess that Jack Dreyer put him in. Okay, so Dominguez to the plate. The pitch on the way by Stewart. Fouled away. So the path to get out of this, I'd say it'd be strike out this guy right now. Keep the bases loaded, then shoot 2, get a double play, and you're out of it. Easier said than done, of course, but let's see how the Dodgers do it. Brock Stewart in 10 games has a 2.79 ERA. Pitch is swung on and fouled away, and the count is now 0-2. So, well, it may be like scaling Mount Everest, trying to get out of this with not allowing a run. He's got the hitter up there 0-2 right now. See if he can sneak a fastball past him. 0-2 the count. Bases loaded. The pitch high and inside for ball 1. Almost a little chin music there. Brock Stewart really roaring back and firing that one. Dominguez hanging tough. So the count is now 1-2. What you gonna do, Stewart? Swung on and fouled away by Dominguez. Count remains 1-2. Bases loaded. No outs in the 5th. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. Jack Dreyer pacing in the Dodger dugout. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Inside, they're going to check over at third, no swing, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if he can get that strikeout right now. Go after him. 2-2. You had him on the ropes at 0-2. Don't let him off. Swung on and missed. Oh, my. That ball was ball 3. And a big help by Dominguez, swinging at a ball way and inside and out of the strike zone for out number 1. So now to the plate comes Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm coming up. Let's see if he can get Chisholm out. He inherited a mess. Bases loaded with no outs and Chisholm to the plate. The pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled. It's going to go in foul territory. Muncy makes the catch in foul territory. Can you believe that? First ball swinging, Jazz Chisholm helping out the cause. And now there's 2 outs with the bases loaded. And Brock Stewart is 1 out away from getting out of this mess. So, incredible. Let's see. Velope now to the plate. Velope, living the Yankee dream. Born and raised in New York, playing shortstop for the Yankees. The pitch on the way is taken for a ball 1. He has 1 grand slam in his career. This season he's 1 for 3 ribbies with the bases loaded. Let's see what he's going to do now. Brock Stewart inherited a mess, bases loaded, no outs, and he's now gotten 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss by Velope. The count is now 1-1. Incredible. Still 1-0 Yankees lead. And this would be a monumental lift for the Dodgers spiritually if they can do it. There's a pitch swung on and fouled away, and now the count is 1-2. So he's 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Dodgers have 0 for 1 with 2 men left on base. The Yankees are 2 for 7 with 6 men left on base. The 1-2 pitch on the way. 2 outs. Bases loaded. 5th inning. Outside for ball 2. Just missing. So a 2-2 count. Let's see what Brock Stewart's going to do now. The 2-2 pitch, way outside for ball 3. So he has come a long way to walk a man in, to walk in a run. He inherited, like I said, bases loaded, no outs. He got the first 2 guys he faced, and you can't walk him now. Let's go after him. Let's make it happen. Brock Stewart now steps off of the mound as the tension mounts. Yankee crowd booing. They want action right here. The born and raised bred Yankee Velope at the plate. Aaron Judge with a big grin on his face looking in from the dugout. 3-2 the count to Velope. This will be a big lift for either way. If the Yankees get shut down here, a big lift for the Dodgers' momentum, mental health-wise. And if the Yankees get some runs, it could demoralize the Dodgers, who haven't even scored anything through 5 innings. 1-0. 2 outs, a 3-2 pitch, swung and missed, and down he goes. A strikeout by Brock Stewart, incredibly handling it to get out of the jam. Oh my, one for ages. That was right there, a textbook, how to get out of the bases loaded and with no outs and get them all 3 guys at your face. So the Dodgers now have a lift. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Upcoming will be Alfonso, Ohtani, and Paez in the 6th inning. So let's see, got the rally bongos going here. Dodgers miraculously get out of that. Jack Dreyer sets the fire, and Brock Stewart puts out the fire. Luckily, no runs were scored. So looking at the line of the game, Dodgers no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. The Yankees 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors. And now the Yankees will have a new pitcher coming out there. It'll be Hedrick coming on to face Alfonso. Let's look at Hedrick. Hedrick. He pitched in Friday's game. Brent Hedrick, lefty. 28-year-old lefty, 6'6", 235-pounder out of Illinois, Bradwood, Illinois. So he's a big guy. Not quite as big as Big Unit, but he's in that class right there, 6'6". Throwing a fastball 90 feet away can be intimidating, to say the least. And he'll be facing Alfonso, who got his first Major League base hit, his last plate appearance. So in a moment, it'll be Hendrick facing Alfonso. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. This is just how the game played out on Friday night. If you missed that game, it was 1-0 for a great part of the game until Max Muncy got Mookie. He unloaded with Mookie Betts on base and made it a 2-1 game, and the Dodgers won away in that one with a win. So let's see what the Dodgers can come up with now. The pitch is taken high for ball 1. Ohtani on deck. The score in the first game was 8-2, but it was very tight for most of the way. 3-1, and then the Dodgers broke it open with 5 runs in the 8th. But this game is also very tight, 1-0. Hendrick now, as Alfonso fouls it away. Brett Hendrick with a 1.52 ERA pitches outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. No outs. Dodgers in the 6th. Pitch is high. They're going to check over at first. They're going to say swing, and it'll now be 2-2 to Alfonso. He tried to hold up. Yep, he went a little bit too far. Ohtani on deck. 2-2 count to Alfonso, who just got his first hit as a major leaguer in his last plate appearance. Let's see what he's going to do now. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed by Alfonso, and down he goes. So Hedrick coming back with a little bit of a nasty, wicked pitch on that one to get out, to get the first out here in the 6th inning. And up comes Ohtani. So Hedrick handling Alfonso, having his way with him. Now he's got the future Hall of Famer at the plate. The pitch is taken for, they're going to call that a ball. The Yankees are going to challenge and may win that. And they do, and that it is a strike. So now instead of it being 1-0, it's 0-1. Call overturned. And Hedrick now has a head of the count on Ohtani. The pitch in the dirt for ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. We're in the 6th inning. Ohtani 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd, trying to wake up the bats for the Dodgers and get something started right here, right now. The pitch is swung on. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to Goldschmidt. He's going to underhand to Blackburn. They're going to both tie at the plate at first. And what are they going to do? They're going to call him out. Whoa, that was very close. Goldschmidt underhanding to Hedrick, coming over to catch the relay. Let's see, checking out the... Yep, he did. He beat him. He did. He beat him barely. But Ohtani kind of hobbled on that afterwards. Yeah, he kind of landed awkwardly, did Ohtani. So that's the bigger story right there. Not the out, but the way that Ohtani landed. Remember, it was Teoscar Hernandez that blew out a hammy running to first earlier in the season, and he was lost for a few weeks. Can't ill afford to lose Ohtani on anything like that. Here's a pitch to Pages with 2 outs taken for strike 1. So 2 outs now in the 6th. Pages to the plate. Pitch is a high fly ball. They're waiting for it as Bellinger and left, and that'll do it for the Dodgers. They're done in the 6th. The score after 5.5 in Yankee Stadium, Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. And up coming for the Yanks in the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Wells, followed by Caballero and Grissom. Let's see who the Dodgers will have go out there. Will Brock Stewart go out there? Let's see. He pitched masterfully to get the Dodgers out of that jam in the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers went quickly and quietly in the top of the 6th. Let's see who Roberts has go out there. No word yet. And it is Stewart out there throwing. Dodgers trailing 1-0. Very fortunate to only be down 1-0. They had the bases loaded. The Yankees did in the 5th inning with nobody out. Jack Dreyer put him in a jam, and Brock Stewart went out there and shut him down 1, 2, 3 consecutively, not allowing a run. So the Yankees got 1 run in the 1st, and they're trying to make that hold up and win it. Back to live action. Brock Stewart to the mound. The pitch is taken for strike 1. So 1 strike to Caballero. Check that to Wells. The pitch inside. Caballero waiting on deck. So 1-1 the count now to Wells. The 1-1 pitch. There's a high fly ball. Moving over is Max Muncy just at the foul territory to make the catch for out number 1. And now comes up Caballero, playing third base. He played shortstop on Friday, and he's out there at third base today, giving McMahon a breather. 1-0 Yankees lead. We're in the 6th, and Brock Stewart has gotten 4 guys out in a row, and now he's facing Caballero. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going here. The pitch, a little outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. We're in the 6th with 1 out. There's a pitch beautifully thrown strike on the sweeper for strike 1. Jose Caballero with a walk in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1, hitting .245 in the season. The pitch. There's a shot down to second baseman. Rojas throws over to Freeman at first for a 4-3 putout, and just like that, there's 2 outs in the 6th inning. Pitch on the way is taken outside for ball 1 to Trent Grissom. 2 outs in the 6th. Grissom's 0 for 3, 2 pop outs and a ground out. Brock Stewart has gotten 5 guys out in order since coming in to shut the fire down in the 5th inning. He's trying to get his 6th guy out in a row. 1-0 Yankees lead. We're in the 6th. Brock Stewart, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a little ground ball hit sharply to Freeman. He'll underhand to Stewart at first, and that'll do it for the Yankees. The score after 6 complete innings in Yankee Stadium, the Yankees won, the Dodgers nothing. And up for the Dodgers will be Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and Kyle Tucker. This will be a golden opportunity as we go in now to the 7th inning. This is starting to get serious now. Dodgers down to their last 9 outs. They got Freeman, Betts, and Tucker to try to make something happen. Let's see if the Yankees are going to send out Hedrick again. He did pitch well in his last inning. Threw 11 pitches and got the Dodgers out in order with relative ease in the 6th. Let's see if he can duplicate that in the 7th for the Yankees. Hedrick just about done with his warm-up pitches and ready to face Freddie Freeman. Freeman 0 for 1, also walked in this game. So he's due to make something happen. This has the same feel that Friday night's game had, where the Dodgers trailing 1-0 and Max Muncy got Mookie aboard and knocked it into upper deck and right field, and that's all she wrote. Dodgers won that 2-1. Can history repeat itself? Hang in there and stay tuned. This game is far from over with only being 1-0. And now Freddie Freeman is in the batter's box and ready. The pitch from Hedrick is taken for called strike one. Freeman walked in the fourth, 0 for 1. It's getting late in the game now for the Dodgers, trailing 1-0 to the Yanks. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. It's 0-2. So the Dodgers trying to complete the sweep on both ends, sweep of a doubleheader and a sweep of the series with a win in this game. Hedrick looking in, pitch is inside for ball one. It's 1-2 count now. One ball, 2 strikes to Freeman. No outs in the seventh. There's a swing and a miss, and Freddie Freeman looked bad swinging at that ball in the dirt, and down he goes. So 1 out for the Dodgers, and up comes Kyle Tucker. Check that out, comes Mookie Betts. 1 out in the 7th inning. Betts to the plate. The pitch is taken low for ball 1. Hedrick's only thrown 16 pitches, and he's breezing through the first 4 Dodgers like they're Swiss cheese. Let's see what he's going to do to Betts. There's a ground ball hit sharply down. Nicely played by Caballero at third. Throws over to Goldschmidt at first for the out. Just like that. 6-3 put out. 2 outs for the Dodgers. And Hedrick has mowed down the first 5 Dodgers he's faced. Just like Brock Stewart has done with the Yankees. So with 2 outs in the 7th, up comes Kyle Tucker. Tucker 0 for 2, popped out and grounded out. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Hedrick looking in. Pitch is low. They're going to challenge that. Yankees are going to challenge that. Think that should have been a strike, and the Yankees will win the challenge. It is a strike. So the Yankees are right on it with their challenges in this game. 4 for 4 in their challenges. 0-2 the count to Tucker. That ball's low for ball 1. Hedrick out there looking impressive in his stint. Pitch is check swing. They're going to say no swing. The count is now 2-2. To Tucker. We're in the 7th inning. Dodgers down to their last 7 outs. Swung on and missed, and down goes Kyle Tucker. Dodgers down to their last 6 outs as after 6.5 innings, Yankee Stadium, the score, Yankees 1, Dodgers 0. We head to the bottom of the 7th. I'll be right back after this short timeout.
In the beaches we gather, excitement on fire. Dodgers on the field, hearts soaring higher. Never lost in the moment, roamer at the game. Broadcasting the thrill, it will never be the same. For every home run, we rise and we cheer. Dodgers play on, bringing summer near.
Okay, so let's see who are the Dodgers going to send out there to face Rice, Goldschmidt, and Bellinger. 1-0. Yankees trying to make their one run that they got in the first inning stand up and win this game. And Hedrick has done an outstanding job keeping the Dodgers in check, getting them out in order. Let's see, are the Dodgers going to go out there with Brock Stewart? It looks like they may very well as we move to the bottom of the seventh. No, it looks like Vesia is now coming in. Okay, so we have a new pitcher in Alex Vesia coming in now for the Dodgers to face the powerful 29 home run hitter Ben Rice. Rice is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. So it'll be Rice, Goldschmidt, and Bellinger, and if anybody gets on, Dominguez. The lone run that the Yankees got, it was brought in by Goldschmidt on a base hit by Bellinger. That was way back, like I said, in the first inning. So, not a whole lot of bat action for the Dodgers. They only have 3 hits in this game. Yankees have 6. 6 hits, 1 run and 6 hits. Dodgers no runs and 3 hits. It's been a relatively clean, air-free game on both teams' part. That first game, we had 3 balls lost in the sun. Incredible. Schumann at right field, Pages for the Dodgers in center field, and the third baseman, McMahon, at third base. Unusual that you have 3 balls lost in the sun in the same game. And it happened. It really happened. Anyways, now we're ready for the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch is over, and it's back to live action as Vesia ready to face Rice. Men left on, big story, runners left on base, Yankees 9, Dodgers 2. So that right there tells you this game should not just be 1-0. It should be, well, maybe like 4-5-0 for the Yankees. But the Dodgers have hung tough with some nice pitching when it counts to keep it only a 1-0 game. Meanwhile, Alex Vesia comes in 43 games with a 2.20 ERA, 32 innings pitched, 45 strikeouts, and 22 balls. Walks that he's given up. Vesia, lefty on lefty action now, facing Rice. The pitch is taken for called. Let's see, yeah, that looked like it was a strike. And Dodgers challenging it, and the Dodgers will indeed win the challenge for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Rice. The 0-1 pitch taken for called strike 2. So Alex Vesia doing what he's brought in to do, quickly get ahead of the count. He's got a big home run hitter at the plate in Rice, getting ahead of him with an 0-2 count. The pitch swung on and missed. He went after him on 3 pitches and got him to strike out. Okay, so with 1 out, up comes Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt scored the only run in this game. He got on with a hit, and then Bellinger brought him home with a base hit. That was way back in the first inning. Let's see what he's going to do now in the 7th inning. The pitch is taken right down the middle for strike 1. So Vesia is coming in hot. 4 pitches, 4 strikes right off the bat. Paul Goldschmidt, 2 for 3, a double, a single, and a run scored. The only run scored in this game thus far. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Vesia wasting no time, getting ahead of the runners on the count, and the hitters on the count. The pitch, way inside for ball 1. Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. We're in the 7th inning with 1 out. Vesia working quickly on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Goldschmidt. 1 out. Pitch is swung on and missed, and down he goes. He blows away the second guy he faces. So 2 outs in the 7th, and up comes Bellinger. The All-Star MVP coming to the plate now. Bellinger 2 for 2 with 2 hits in this game. Hitting in from the left-hand side of the plate, lefty on lefty action. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Owen won the count to Bellinger. Vesia working quickly. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed again. 0-2. 2 outs in the 7th. Vesia has thrown 9 pitches. 8 of them have been strikes. He's coming out throwing smoke. Let's see what he's going to do in the 3rd one. Swung on and missed, and down he goes. Can you believe that? Vesia strikes out the side, throws 10 pitches, 9 of them strikes, and quickly walks to the dugout. The score after 7 complete innings in New York, Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. Dodgers need runs. I mean, Brock Stewart pitched really nice, getting 6 Yankees out in an order. Vesia just blew away 3 of them right there, but they need runs, and it starts with Miguel Rojas facing Cruz, a new pitcher coming in. So let's look at this. Looks like has an international flavor here. Where's Cruz from? Just as I thought, Cruz is from Puerto Rico. 6'2", 237-pounder, 36-year-old out of Puerto Rico. And he'll be facing Miguel Rojas, the Venezuelan. So, again, as I've said all along, this is one of my favorite parts of baseball, is that you got the international flavor and those games within a game that face each other. And sometimes, on rare occasions, you'll even have like a Japanese slugger facing a Yamamoto or Ohtani. 2 guys that were on the same team in the World Baseball League going to World Baseball Series going against each other. So the Dodgers now got to make it happen. I know I've been saying it the last couple of innings. Their backs are now to the wall. They're down to their last 6 outs. Cruz is now on the mound. Miguel Rojas is 1 for 2 on the evening. And let's see, looks like they're going to go to a pinch hitter in Tommy Edman, and they are. So Edman will be called in to pinch hit. He'll pinch hit for Rojas and stay in and play second base. So, well, Rojas was 1 for 2. Doesn't make a difference. They're going to play the averages and bring in Tommy Edman. Let's see if Rojas if let's see if Dave Roberts will be a prophet right here, right now, by punching in Edman. Here's the pitch on the way. Swung on, a little nubbler foul. Cruz comes in throwing some smoke for strike one. 45 games. He's given up 51 strikeouts, 22 walks. 45 games. There's a pitch to Edman. There's a high fly ball hit out to center field, to right field, way out and gone. Just like that, this game is tied at 1-1. Can you believe that? Tommy Edman delivering some 8th inning magic for the Dodgers, and it's now 1-1. The Dodgers were relatively given up for dead in this game, have come back from the dead to tie it at 1 apiece. Well, that ball didn't travel very far at all. It went maybe 2-3 rows back into the left field stands. It counts as a home run nonetheless, as an upper deck shot. Meanwhile, swung on and missed is Hernandez at the plate. That ball just carried, and back went Dominguez until he ran out of real estate, and we're all tied up at 1 apiece in Yankee Stadium. Pitch is taken way inside for ball one. Just as I said, when the Dodgers got out of that jam with no outs, bases loaded, that had to be a mood lifter later on in this game, and it turns out to be profitable. There's a swing and a miss by Hernandez. Yankees have left 9 guys on base, and if they lose this game, they'll take that with them, knowing that they had the Dodgers on the ropes and they didn't knock them out. Suddenly it's tied 1-1. You can't strand 9 guys on base and expect to get a win. That's like throwing turnovers, pickoffs, and fumbles in football and expecting to come out with a win. That's putting yourself behind the 8 black ball. Meanwhile, there's a swing and a miss, and down goes Hernandez for out number 1. But that pitch just got away from Cruz, and Edman delivered in fine fashion, hitting that ball out. And the first man to greet him was Miguel Rojas, the man that Edman was pinch hitting for. Max Muncy now to the plate. The pitch taken outside for ball 1. The Yankees challenge that, and they'll win the challenge. Yankees are 5 for 5 on challenges today. So it's now 0-1 to Muncy. The pitch on the way is low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 8th inning, 1 out. Tommy Edman just tied this game up with a home run to right center field. It's a whole brand new ball game with Max Muncy to the plate with 1 out. Pitch is low for ball 1. Ball 2, check that. 2 balls, 1 strike. Right on the money, Braxton. Nice job, Dodgers. Let's get the lead. Baby, right here, right now. Pitch on the way is low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Muncy. 1-1 tie. Yankees trying to nurse that 1-0 lead from the first inning, and suddenly in the 8th inning it catches up with them. And it's now 1-1 on the home run by Edmonds. Way inside for ball 4, and Max Muncy is aboard with a walk. Muncy's aboard now. And the go-ahead run is now on first base, just as Braxton called it. Muncy on first, and up to the plate comes Dalton Rushing. I knew we'd see a Dalton Rushing. I mentioned it earlier in the game. Alfonso was doing a fine job behind the plate, but I knew when money's really on the line, they're going to push the buttons and go to rushing. Has a little bit more power, a little bit more experience out there, and he's been well rested from pitching 9 innings in the first game, and now he's ready to close this game out behind the plate. Pinch hitting for Alfonso, and now there'll be a meeting at the mound. Wells will go over to Cruz, have a few words with him on how to handle rushing. So a little meeting at the mound. Ohtani waiting on deck. Okay, so here's the key. Dodgers have hit into 2 double plays in this game. Dalton rushing. You got to avoid hitting into that double play. You got Ohtani on deck. So even if rushing were to strike out here, I wouldn't be too upset about it because you got to let Ohtani bat. Let's see what you're going to do. Rushing the pitch. Swung on and missed. Okay, so the count is now 1-1. 8th inning. Cruz throwing some smoke up there. Muncy on first. 8th inning, 1 out. Dodgers just tied the game on a Tommy Edman home run. But you don't want to hit into that double play. Avoid it at all costs. Pitch is low for ball 2. Ohtani's still waiting on deck. And Cruz looks like he may be laboring out there now. 14 pitches he's thrown. Some pitchers tire a little bit quicker than others. 2-1 the count. Then pitches high for ball 3. Trying to overthrow and get something extra on that. 15 pitches. He now finds himself in trouble. 3-1. Dalton rushing, feeling it, cranking the bat back and forth. There's 1 out. We're in the 8th inning. 1 on. The 3-1 pitch. High, very high, ball 4, and rushing's aboard with a walk. And up comes Ohtani to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. You got Shohei Ohtani to the plate, and let's see if they're going to, the Dodger fans that are here are standing, applauding, making noise. Looks like the Yankees are going to go to the bullpen, and they're going to indeed do that. They're going to give Cruz the hook after 16 pitches. And he's gone, and up comes, well, in will come. Who are they bringing in? Bednar. Bednar, the right-handing pitcher, will face the left-hand hitting Ohtani. Okay, so they're not playing the lefty-lefty, righty-righty action. They're bringing in a right-hander to face Ohtani. Ohtani's 1 for 3 on the game. Let's get to know Bednar right now. Where's he at? Where's he from? Give you a little rundown. David Bednar, 31-year-old pitcher, right-hander, 6'1", 250-pounder out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Speaking of which, the Pirates will be in Yankee Stadium tomorrow night for a 3-game series. But right now, it's all about this series and the Dodgers trying to sweep the Yankees, and it's looking a little bit more like a reality than initially was thought before this inning started. Dodgers were going out quietly, and now they're starting to make some noise. Brian Hedrick had the Dodgers on the ropes, struck out 3. He pitched 2 flawless innings, got him out in order. For whatever reason, the Yankees pulled him, put in Fernando Cruz. He promptly gives up a home run to Tommy Edman to tie the game, and then has 2 men on and leaves with 1 out. So I know it's the old second guessing, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Why didn't you leave him in for a 3rd inning? But if you do, and that blows up, then you're or saying the other way, you should have gone to a fresh horse after 2 innings. In any event, it'll be Shohei Ohtani facing Bednar right now. Here we go. This is what you pay your ticket for. This is why you make all that bucks. Got a feeling Ohtani's going to homer coming right here. Braxton's calling his shot. David Bednar, 37 games appearing in. The pitch is high for ball one. So Braxton's feeling it. Let's see what they're going to do here. Bednar looks in. 1 ball, no strikes to Ohtani. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 on. We're in the 8th inning. 1 out. Dodgers 1, Yankees 1. Dodgers just scored, tied the game on that home run by Tommy Edman to start this inning. They proceeded to get 2 other men on base. There's a high ball pitch for ball 2. So it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Bednar trying to get the Yankees out of this jam, like Brock Stewart got the Dodgers out of the jam. Swung on and missed. It's now 2-2. Pages waiting on deck. Ohtani steps out, calls for timeout. 2 on, 1 out. 2-2 count. 1-1 tie in the game. Bednar looking in, deals, swung on and missed, and down goes Ohtani with a strikeout. And now there's 2 outs. The Yankee fans coming alive as there's now 2 outs, 2 on, and up comes Pages. So Ohtani looked totally out of whack on that play. That did not look like a typical Ohtani swing. He was fishing for that ball. For whatever reason, that didn't go as planned. And up comes Pages. Pages 0 for 3. He has struck out, he's flied out, and he's lined out. 1-1 tie, runner in scoring position. The pitch is inside for ball 1, strike 1. I think that hit this bat in a check swing. So now it's 0-1 to count to Pages. 2 on. 2 outs. We're in the 8th. The pitch is little outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 tie here in the 8th inning. Bednar trying to do for the Yankees what Brock Stewart did for the Dodgers and get out of a jam. Let's see what's he going to do. 1-1 the count. The pitch. High. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck waiting is Freddie Freeman. Freeman is due to do something in this game. He's been relatively quiet and held in check in all aspects of the game. The 2-1 pitch to Pages is high for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Don't give up yet, Braxton. There's still Pages to the plate. 2 outs. 3-1 count. Pages now checks out, adjusted his batting glove, taking some time. 2 on, 2 outs. Freddie Freeman on deck. Bednar looking in for his 10th pitch. What's he going to do? Tension mounts. The 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2, and now the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pages tried to give that a good rip and just missed it. Yankee fans now standing on their feet in anticipation, waiting for something good to happen. Dodger fans on the other end waiting for Pages to drive this ball up the alley. What's it going to be? 3-2 count. Freddie Freeman on deck. The pitch is swung on and foul. Let's see. It's going to be fouled away. Moving over is Goldschmidt. He's going to run out of real estate at first base, and it'll go well back up into the netting for a foul ball. And it's now 3-2 the count remains. 1-1 tie. Dodgers got that at the very beginning of this inning with a home run by Tommy Edman to tie it. And that's where we're at now. Dodgers managed to get 2 guys on. 2 on, 2 outs, 3-2 count. Bednar for his 12th pitch coming up of the inning. The pitch is swung on and a high fly ball moving his Goldschmidt. Chisholm coming over shallow right field, makes the catch, losing his cap like Willie Mays, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 8th inning. As we move to the bottom of the 8th, the score, Dodgers 1, Yankees 1. I'll be right back after this very short timeout.
In the beaches we gather, excitement on fire. Dodgers on the field, hearts soaring higher. Never lost in the moment, roamer at the game. Broadcasting the thrill, it will never be the same. For every home run, we rise and we cheer. Dodgers play on, bringing summer near. To the game, in the crack of the bat. Dodgers in the zone, can you believe that? Every pitch count, gonna make it last. Chase a victory, only pitching in the past. Gets in the stand, sing loud and proud. Never lost over, we cheer for the crowd. Broadcast we live, supposed to score. Everyone the champ, we always want more. Dodgers rise under the California sun. Baseball dreams, we play until we won. Dodgers rise under the California.
Okay, tension mounts. We're moving to the bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers just tied the game up in the top of the 8th with that home run by Tommy Edman. Pinch hitting for Miguel Rojas. Edman will stay in and play second base. And we're deadlocked at 1-1. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers, Phillips will be in the game, the right-hand pitcher, facing Dominguez. It'll be Dominguez, Chisholm, and Blue. And if anybody gets on, Wells, the catcher. So this game started slowly, took us a while to get here. We're now in the 8th inning, and we're deadlocked at 1 apiece. The pitch on the way is taken for called strike 1 to Dominguez. Phillips. Evan Phillips in 3 games has a 6 ERA in 3 innings, 4 strikeouts, no walks. And they've gone to Phillips in a big inning, big part of the game right now. You would have thought they would have brought Phillips in the earlier part of the game, but Dave Roberts wants to give him some real experience here. Here's a pitch on the way. It's 1-1 now, the count. The pitch is swung on and fouled away to Dominguez for 1-2. One and two, the count. The pitch swung on and missed, and down goes Dominguez. Evan Phillips coming in there, throwing some smoke, and gets the first Yankee he faces for out number 1. And up comes Chisholm. Chaz Chisholm Jr. out of the Bahamas will now face Evan Phillips. The pitch is outside for ball 1. Waiting on deck is Vlope. The pitch is swung on, a high fly ball back He goes to the wall. It's gone. Home run, Jazz Chisholm. Can you believe that? Chisholm gave it a ride out of nowhere. Jazz Chisholm takes the lead in this game with that monstrous home run. Well, not really monstrous. It went maybe 2, 3, 4 seats back, just like Tommy Edmonds' home run did. And from one light hitter to another, Edmund homers, Jazz Chisholm answers with a home run, and now the Yankees take the 2-1 lead, and the Yankees are celebrating like they won the 7th game of the World Series. So Evan Phillips baptized in a big way with that shot. And McMahon now coming in to pinch hit for Vloat. Evan Phillips looks down in disgust, and that's an indication there that well, Dodgers still have the 9th inning. See if they can pull back some magic and get some runs in. We're in the 8th inning, 1 out. Evan Phillips just gave up a home run to Jazz Chisholm, and the Yankees take the lead 2-1. The pitch to McMahon is taken for a strike. 0-1 the count. Jazz Chisholm can't believe it. He hit that home run. Swung on. There's a high fly ball. Back goes Pages to the wall. It's going to bounce off the wall and over the fence for a ground rule double. And Evan Phillips is just what the Yankees ordered, as they've gotten a run off of him and also now a double off of him. And now that ball just bounced on the warning track and then just hopped right up over the fence for a ground rule double for McMahon. Remember, McMahon was the GOAT in the last game, so to speak. He lost a ball in the sun, an easy foul ball, bounced right in front of him, and then the Dodgers went nuts and scored 5 runs after that new life. He missed Max Muncy's ball, but in this game, he's living the dream. That's what baseball's all about. You can be a GOAT 1 minute and a hero the next. As he's now at second base as McMahon, the pitch on the way is 2-0 to Wells. Evan Phillips now with a man at second base. The pitch taken for called strike 1. So Phillips struck out the first man he faced, and then he gave up a home run and a double, and now he's got the 4th man that he's facing at the plate with a 2-1 strike count. The pitch on the way is taken for strike 2. So the best Evan Phillips can hope for now is strike this guy out. You'll have 2 outs, and then face Caballero and get him out any which way you can, and don't let any more damage be done in this inning. That's the path right now, how to get out of this inning. Strike him out. Don't worry about the guy at second. He can't hurt you, as long as you handle the man at the plate. The pitch is low for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're in the 8th inning. Got a man at second. McMahon just got that double. Evan Phillips being baptized in a big way here in Yankee Stadium. The pitch is way high out of the strike zone, and he walked. Wells and Caballero now coming to the plate. So now you have 2 men on, 1 out. Dave Roberts looking in stony silence there, spitting sunflower seeds out, not looking too happy at all. That's why I'm surprised. If you're going to go with Evan Phillips, use him in the early part of the game. But not to second guess, just what I would have gone with. You go with your veterans late in a bullpen game. Okay, so now you got 1 out, 2 on. 2-1 Dodgers trail. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And Braxton putting it perfectly right there. Just as you're tied the game, you got to go out and pick up the wife from work. Let's go Dodgers. Good luck in the top of the 9th. And being a good husband, picking up the wife from work, jinxed them. And now the Dodgers trail 2-1. Braxton, I'm feeling your pain right there. The count is now 1-2 to Caballero. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. There's a little nubber. It's going to be, nicely played by Edman. Picks it up at second base with his foot on the bag, so he gets the 1 out. It was awkwardly, couldn't have been a double play, but Tommy Edman decided just to keep his foot on second base and get out the guy running it from first to second. And now you got runners at third and first. And 2 outs. So with 2 outs, up comes Grissom. Trent Grissom waiting in, now facing Phillips. Phillips got himself in a bit of a jam, gave up the home run to Jazz Grissom. That's what you missed there, Braxton. That's where we're at now. There's a pitch they're going to throw over to the second base. Interestingly enough, with a man at third, why you would throw, well, okay, if you think you got a chance to throw him out, but too many bad things can happen, like the ball can get away from the second baseman and the run will score. They didn't get him, but now you got runners at second and third, 2 outs. 0-1 the count to Grissom. Just handle the man at the plate. Phillips, let's see. That'll get you out of this game, out of this inning. Just handle the man at the plate. Runners 2 men in scoring position. Pitch is high for ball 1. For the Dodgers, looking ahead, it'll be Freeman, Betts, and Tucker in the 9th. All of them are 0-4, 0-2, 0-3, and 0-3 in this game. The pitch taken for called strike 2. So now Phillips is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and only leaving it as a 2-1 score. He's got 2 men on in scoring position, though, second and third. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Ooh, very close. Ball 2. Ben Rice waiting on deck. Uncle Ben, known as to these parts, the Yankee fans, waits on deck. Meanwhile, at the plate, it's Grissom. There's a swung on and fouled back and out of play. Phillips has thrown 23 pitches. Jazz Chisholm the hero for the hour right now for the Yankees, hitting that solo home run to the opposite field in left field. Here's a high fly ball, so Phillips is going to get out of it. A big pop-up. Coming in is Betts to make the catch in the infield grass, and that'll do it. So now we go into the 9th inning as Jazz Chisholm hit that ball to take the 2-1 lead just as Tommy Edman tied it up in the other half of the inning. The score after 8 complete innings, the Yankees 2, the Dodgers 1. I'll be right back for the top of the 9th inning right after this.
In the beaches we gather, excitement on fire. Dodgers on the field, hearts soaring higher. Never lost in the moment, roamer at the game. Broadcasting the thrill, it will never be the same. For every home run, we rise and we cheer. Dodgers play on, bringing summer near.
Okay, as we get ready for the top of the 9th, it'll be Freddie Freeman, Betts, and Tucker. If you're still out there, Braxton, I gotta know, you went to pick up the wife. Is that because she doesn't drive or you only have one car? My wife asked me to ask you that question, so hopefully you'll answer back as we're waiting here for the 9th inning to come back. And we'll find out if Braxton gives us the one car or she doesn't drive. Anyways, the Dodgers will be in Philadelphia, win, lose, or draw this game. Dodgers already won this series when they won earlier 8-2 against the Yankees. Sewing that up, won Friday night, won the first game of the doubleheader, and now we're waiting to see the outcome of this third game. Dodgers trying to do the double sweep the doubleheader and sweep the series, but right now that's pending. Bednar is going to be out there facing Freddie Freeman. So for the Dodgers, 29 of the 63 wins have been come from behind wins this season. Freddie Freeman 0 for 2 with a walk in the 4th. Let's see if we can get some action right now as Chaz Chisholm is walking on cloud 9 out there at second base after hitting that go-ahead home run for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. Bednar deals in low for ball 1 to Freeman. Freddie Freeman wading in from the left-hand side of the plate. Righty on lefty. The pitch is taken for ball 2. Okay. Tying run at the plate. Let's see if we can get him to first base. Mookie Betts waiting on deck. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's see if Freddie Freeman has any more magic in that bat. He has been biggest when the lights are the brightest, and here in New York, the lights are shining bright right now in Freddie Freeman. 2 balls, 2 strikes as the ball's fouled away. Freddie Freeman will always be remembered for that grand slam home run that he hit in Game 1 of the World Series, putting him up there in legendary status with Kurt Gibson. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Fouled away, I should say. Swung on and fouled away, remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the 9th inning. Dodgers down to their last 3 outs. They got Freeman to the plate. Betts on deck and Tucker in the hole. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. So Freddie Freeman up there getting his whacks. As D-Rock says, okay, boys, it's time. Time to make it happen. Yankees 2, Dodgers 1. We're in the 9th inning. Low and inside, ball 3. So we got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Getting down to the thick of it right now. The 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled away. Yankees 2, Dodgers 1. Dodgers down to their last 3 outs in this contest. And let's see if Freddie Freeman can get himself aboard somehow, some way. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away again. So Freddie Freeman, if nothing more, is making Bednar work. He's thrown 21 pitches so far. On deck is Betts. Yankees have turned 2 double plays in this game to help them get out of some jams. The pitch is outside for ball 4, and Freddie Freeman's aboard with a walk. Okay, so now Mookie Betts comes to the plate. You walk the leadoff man. Cardinal sin in baseball. Freddie Freeman's going to come out of the game for a pinch runner. And that pinch runner will be Freeland. Alex Freeland hasn't been used of late since Tommy Edman's been back and playing very well. It's been Edman and Rojas spelling second base, and now Freeland gets a chance to run for Freeman at first base. Mookie to the plate. The pitch swung on and missed. Let's see if Freeland's going to try to steal a base here. This will be interesting. You got to stay away from the double play. Dodgers have been caught in 2 of those in this game alone. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Mainly, that's one of the reasons why they brought in the faster, fleet-footed Freeland over Freeman. Stay out of that double play and keep this game going. 0-2 the count to Mookie. Bednar trying to pull back something extra with his 25th pitch. Swung on and missed, and down goes Mookie. So he struck out Betts. Dodgers down to their last 2 outs. And up comes Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker, 0 for 3. Popped out, lined out, struck out, rolled out. Let's see what he's going to do here. What you going to do, Tucker? Grounded into a double play is what he did. You got to stay away from that double play, grounding into it right now. This game will be over if you do that. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, low for ball 2. Yankees 2, Dodgers 1. Dodgers down to their last 2 outs. We're in the 9th inning, but they got the tying run aboard at first base in Alex Freeland. The 2-0 pitch on the way to Tucker. Swung on and missed. 2-1. Waiting on deck for the Dodgers is Edman. They're going to throw over to first. Diving back is Alex Freeland. Edman, the man that hit the home run, waiting on deck. He's got the Dodgers tied in this game at 1-1 in the 8th inning, and only to have Jazz Chisholm hit a solo home run in the bottom of the 8th and take the 2-1 lead. The pitch on the way, swung on. There's a little ground ball. Fielded cleanly. They're going to throw wide to first base, and down goes Alex Freeland. And now you got the slow-footed Kyle Tucker on base. So there you go. Dodgers now down to their last out. Two outs in the ninth, and up comes Tommy Edman. Seeing if Edman has any more magic in that bat that got him that home run. Maybe even a double down the line, but Tucker's so slow he wouldn't score in a double. You need a triple to get him home. Here's a pitch low for, it's going to be taken for a strike. So 0-1 now the count to Edman. The pitch swung on and missed. 0-2. Dodgers down to their last strike now. Yankee fans all on their feet standing, trying to will this game over. 0-2 the count to Edman. 2 outs in the ninth, 1 on for the Dodgers. 2-1 Yankees lead. The pitch swung on, and a high fly ball moving back is coming in. Bellinger is caught by third baseman to end this game, Caballero at third, and that'll do it. Yankees win, and they're celebrating that they got 1 out of the 3, and Jazz Chisholm's the big hero. The losing pitcher will be Phillips. He drops to 0-1. The winning pitcher, Bednar, 4-3. So that'll do it. The line on the game, Yankees win it 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Dodgers 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. Thank you for joining and watching this broadcast as through the doubleheader. Have yourself a wonderful, safe evening to you, wherever you may be. The final score once again from Yankee Stadium as the Dodgers lose. Yankees 2, Dodgers 1. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening to you.